So yes, my name is Cristina Cullell-March, and I will be presenting the stream B-0102 on wireless communications and signal processing. Let me share my screen first. Okay, voila. See my screen? You see my screen?
Yes, yes, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Don't well. Then let's move on then. Oh, yes, here. So the orientations of the stream 0102 wireless communications and signal processing can address topics which refer to any frequency bands, but also to the new 6G frequency bands. One of the main scopes will be the novel techniques that for integrated sensing and communications to maximize spectrum efficiency and minimize resources, notably hardware and energy. And this topic can also include waveforming design, like in a same waveform elements of sensing and communications. Also sensing algorithms, fusion of sensing technologies, or advanced self-interference cancellations. The third orientation of this 02 stream is related to the machine learning and power physical layer solutions, where machine learning techniques, they enhance or supplement the traditional model approaches for optimizing the physical layer. And for instance, we can think of artificial intelligence-based transmitters or receivers that they learn to predict the channel environment. Because there is a real need to capture. 6G will bring this need to capture the real world environment, and the machine learning techniques could identify, will help to identify patterns and predict and adapt to the changing conditions of the channels. The third element, the third orientation of this stream is related to the self-free and extreme exploitation of MIMO technologies. This could include, for instance, modeling and ultramassive MIMO systems and solutions to control electromagnetic exposure. Because we all know that in the context where the traditional cell boundaries are eliminated, there is a need for a seamless distribution of antennas across a large area. And these ultramassive MIMO systems will be needing solutions for controlling the several antenna elements or sophisticated signal processing, and as well, and most relevant also, the electromagnetic and EMF exposure. So moving ahead, another element of this scope is the 6G RAN functionalities and technologies, which can include, again, a waveforming, access and advanced synchronizations, and as well, and more relevantly in 6G is the enhanced and non-orthogonal multiple access schemes like NOMA, where multiple users can transmit at the same time, but with different power levels. In these 6G RAN functionalities can also include, of course, the full duplex receivers. And finally, which is a little bit covering all the orientations that have already been mentioned, the scope will also take into account, I think there is one, somebody has the micro open. The scope will also cover the integration of multiple frequency bands and reuse also the existing frequency bands via dynamic spectrum sharing techniques. And at the same time, to identify optimal access to new 6G frequency bands in the EU. This new frequency, this identification of these new frequency bands, it should include also some review and analysis of the candidate bands and why one band and not others. So now moving ahead to the expected outcomes of this stream, which are very much related to the strategic orientations. So what we expect from project in this stream is to come up with optimized radio physical layer solutions via machine learning techniques, which can provide adaptable and flexible approach to real-time radio channel conditions and capacities. We also expect some innovative 6G RAN design by complementing, again, the physical layer functionalities and antenna concepts to meet the 6G technical requirements, notably high throughput and low latency. We also expect that projects will develop algorithms, especially on energy efficiency, because, well, we all know that also this call has a relevant project regarding non-sustainability, which is it's a strong focus of this call. So somehow these algorithms should cover also efficiency in the usage of the antennas, in particular with massive MIMO systems, which at the same time they increase the radio channel capacity, they improve the coverage, but they should also use less energy. And finally, regarding the spectrum elements of this stream, we expect projects to come up with characterizations of 6G candidate bands, also take into account the already existing bands, which are used for older generation systems, and to come up with sharing technologies and approaches with how we can combine different uses of the bands. And at the same time, methods to, So methods for an efficient and accessible use of spectrum, which could include also efficiency and minimization of EMF effects. Well, as Javier said, just to echo his words, 6G is technology, but it's also about bringing impact to society and economy. And we all know that all generations of mobile technologies have put a lot of pressure on spectrum use. So we expect also that research can also bring forward, more efficiency and how to access and how to share the spectrum. And finally, we expect also that projects will contribute to the international standardization processes, which are so relevant for the program and for the 6G leadership in Europe. The project portfolio of wireless communication and signal processing consists of two projects, Multi-X, which is a project of 30 months, and 6G Leader, a project of 36 months. The total contribution of both projects is almost 17 million euros. So, and what we expect is that technological TRL, technological readiness level at the end of the project will be between 4 and 5, and in some cases, as Annex B of the call already mentions, 3 TRL3 should be enough. So this is it from my